The specs are comparable to Tegra, etc.
Specs wise, I'm not too sure. I think it's a typical Tegra. This is a 10-inch device. And if you take a look at the screen resolution, it's actually much higher resolution compared to an iPad. An iPad is 1024 by 768, whereas this Acer Iconia A500 is 1280 by 800. And size-wise, it's roughly the same as an iPad. Not as small, but I think relatively the same because it's slightly longer but also narrower.
Yeah, aspect ratio is I think
Aspect ratio 16 by 9, so it's good to watch like movies, things like that, because it will not have any black bars and it will take the most of the screen real estate
compared to 4 by 3 of iPad.
Other things like, yes, as we saw, there was a front camera as well as a rear camera with a LED flash, which can even be turned on when recording video, so you can record video in the dark. So if you take a look on the left hand side, this is the power button to switch off and on the device. Headphones. This is a micro HDMI which can be used to connect to a monitor or TV. On the bottom we have a docking port, which I believe you can have accessories, keyboard accessories, things like that. You'll have to wait for them to see what else that they provide. And what we have, if you turn around here, you can see here it's a full USB host port. So basically what that means is you can connect USB drives and you can transfer files to and from it. You have a micro USB, which I guess you can use for charging as well. And basically connecting to a computer if you want to do things like transfer files from the device itself to a computer. Here is basically a charging port as well. So I guess it looks like a small laptop AC adapter or DC adapter. And on the top, you don't have anything much. You have a slot here to put a micro SD card. And I think for the 3G versions, you put the SIM card here as well. On top here, you have an orientation lock and volume buttons. So that's all that's around on the device. Nothing much in the back. Speakers, dual speakers, so stereo speakers. As you see here, this is the camera itself, as we showed just now, with flash. I believe it's 5 megapixels, autofocus 5 megapixels. And in front we have the 2 megapixel camera, which is slightly off to the side, so it gets a bit cumbersome because it's on the side, so you have to position yourself a bit to the side if you want to take video, things like that. Honeycomb applications, this is the camera application. It's a bit different than the regular Android. But I think it's nothing too different, nothing too hard to adjust to.
I believe it compensates for everything.
Yeah, so actually Android also has a video editor, but it's not bundled with the device yet. This is photo mode, focus infinity or auto, picture size 5 megapixels. So let's just take a picture of
Like a window.
Computer. So let's switch cameras to the front. Take a photo of. So I'm holding this so that my face is in the middle of the tab. And if I take a photo, you see it's not so off to the center.
I have a feeling it's software. The software is compensating.
Possibly some software compensating, or even cutting off a bit of the image.
Yeah.
So here we'll take some video. This is video from the front-facing camera of the Acer Iconia A500. I believe it saves the file in a 3GP format. And we'll stop that and try a video using the rear camera. So
hello Samsung.
This is using the rear camera of the Acer Iconia A500. No focusing options once it's in recording mode. So basically it's just fixed focus and this typical auto exposure. So as you can see here, we are in Concepts. Right?
Concepts
Computer. So I'd like to just thank Concepts for letting us play around with this device. Yeah, it's available for $728. This is for the 32 gig model, so it's actually It's actually cheaper than the 32 gig iPad, which is at $798, I believe. But obviously for the iPad there is a 16 gig version as well, which is cheaper. But at the same time, the Iconia Tab there is a 16 gig version, but they're not bringing it in at this current moment in time.
Actually, just show the concepts.
All in all, this is a pretty interesting device. Interesting to see what Honeycomb will bring.
Beautiful interface.
It's playing with it for I think over an hour now. It is pretty smooth. No, we haven't had any crashes actually. There have been reports that the browser isn't that stable, but I think in our playing of with this device, all seems fine. All seems fine. You can load. Oh, there we go. This is the maps, so you can actually rotate.
Delicious.
And if you want to have like a skewed view, I don't know what you call it. It's like angled view.
The Google Earth thing.
Yeah, so it's a Google Earth, Google Maps thing that's available for Android. I don't think iOS has that yet, does it?
No, Google. Hey, actually, I don't know. I don't remember.
So,
maybe yes.
so actually, based on location, it is picking up our location pretty well. We're here. Concepts is here.
This has.
And it's picking us up right next to the highway.
Yes. If you want to buy it here.
Okay, it seems to hang a bit, and it seems
Murphy's
that's our
Law.
first crash.
Murphy's Law. Hello.
Yeah. Oh, you can show Need for Speed Shift as well.
Games. NVIDIA Tegra.
So what's great about this, you can actually connect this up to a TV. It does display mirroring, so you can actually mirror this on a TV display or monitor. Playback is pretty smooth. Very smooth actually.
Yeah, it should be. Just gonna. Oops, sorry.
Need for Speed Shift. How do you start a new game?
Are we excited?
Start. Here we go. And how do you accelerate?
No, you don't accelerate. You brake.
Okay.
So the brake is that pedal and that. Yeah. So yep, that's essentially. So you automatically accelerate, and then if in the corner you brake. So only one button.
Don't have to brake.
Yeah, depends. If it says red, you should brake or not. You can, but yeah. So like that. So you brake.
I want to brake. Yeah. At the
That's
end of the
true.
day,
You
it's
accelerate.
all good. So these are your recent applications. So you can't see
Scroll.
more than 5 applications in portrait.
Oh.
So in landscape, you can't see more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in
You can scroll.
portrait. You can't scroll. Yeah, I think in Honeycomb 3.1 they fixed that. You can scroll through more applications.
Interesting.
But yeah, so I guess that's all we have. It'll be interesting to see what the USB host will bring. You can attach keyboards. I think currently mice are not supported, but it's going to be supported in an update. It's nice that you can attach a regular USB keyboard to this if you want to actually type out long emails or do productive things. So I guess that's all we have to show about the Iconia A500. Buy that Concepts if you're interested at $728. And we'd like to thank Concepts once again for letting us play with the device. So see you guys.